Okay.
Hey everyone, it's your realtor Erica Hernandez and
Hi, Elizabeth Sansini at
with Houston Top Realty. Oh, I love that. We're such a good team.
We're twinsies.
Before we start, we do want to encourage you guys to subscribe to our channel, please.
Absolutely,
We both have YouTube channels.
Yes, we do enjoy our
mine is
viewers.
Erica Houston Realtor. What's your channel?
Selling Results, Not Promises on YouTube and
That's cute.
Instagram.
Selling results, not promises. But yeah, please subscribe, leave your comments, and if you want us to talk about anything, we'd love to do that. Okay.
Absolutely, yes.
So we do have a good topic today. It's spicy.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
This is homestead exemptions. Okay.
Yes.
Because there's something coming and it's big.
Right.
First off, I want to talk about what homestead exemption is. It's a tax discount on your property taxes if it's your primary residence, not your rental, not your second home, your primary. So you have to have your address on your ID and you have to do the application. Now, we've seen a bunch of kind of scammy things.
Yes, be careful if you get some scam mail about it because they
were
do
talking
send
about
it
that.
out. Yeah. So
Well, they'll say how much?
it'll say that it's from the
County.
but it's not from the county.
And it looks official,
Yeah.
really.
So be careful with that. Okay.
Yeah.
And just do what you got to do. Go to the website, right?
Yeah, and
Go
it's
to the
free.
website.
This exemption is free.
Yeah.
And we're going to tell you something that's happening that's major with this, but first we're going to share a story. Elizabeth's going to tell.
So I just want to share with you guys
Yeah.
the reason why you should absolutely hire a realtor like us to help you is because I had an experience where she had to sell her home. It didn't sell the first time. She calls me. She's like, please help me out. I'm trying to figure out why my house hasn't sold. So I go into it and I look and I'm thinking the house is stunning. I mean, the backyard, golly, I can't even tell you how gorgeous it was.
Beautiful.
But anyways, I look into the tax records and the tax records says that, I don't know, I think she had like 3,500 square feet. And I was like thinking, is this correct or not? And then I started doing the math and then I even measured all the rooms because I said, something's wrong with this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't feel good about it. Well, they had made her pay taxes more square footage than she actually had, and we're talking double of what she had. I looked it up and I was like, you are paying way too much in taxes. Did you know this? And she was just shocked.
No.
She was like, what are you talking about? I've been paying taxes for the life of the time I've been here.
Oh, no.
The same amount every year. And I'm like, I told her, I said, you need to go and you need to dispute this.
Yes.
You have to dispute this.
Yeah.
I said, I don't know if they'll give you a refund. You can try, but at this point, just do what you can and tell them this is not correct. We need to get this fixed. And so I ended up getting the correct square footage.
Yeah.
We sold it within 4 days.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome! And you did a favor for the new buyer.
She was so happy. She said, "Oh my God, Liz, I didn't know it was incorrect this whole time."
Yeah.
And she was just, she gave me an awesome review, basically.
Oh yeah. And that's happened.
Yes.
That's happened. When you tell us you're going to sell your home, we're like little what do you call them? Like background check investigators.
Yeah, investigators.
We're going to check like your homestead. Do you have it? Do you have a senior discount? How big is your home? Like everything in the county, we're going to check it for you.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a good realtor will do that.
Yes, absolutely. And I was concerned too when she told me that it hadn't sold, and I was like, "This is a gorgeous home. There's no reason why." And then I looked into it. The square footage was all wrong.
Completely wrong.
So get it checked. Really, I mean, honestly.
Yeah. Good. So that was a cute little story about homestead. Don't get too scared. But call us.
Yes.
Anytime you need. Yes. Okay. So I want to talk about this bill that's going to happen.
Okay.
So I'm going to read about it so I don't mess this up. Okay. So the bill is proposing $140,000 homestead exemption. So currently it's at $100 for the school tax.
Okay.
So we get $100,000. So let's say your home is worth $400,000, then you get the homestead. They'll only charge you on $300,000 for the school, right? So that's a big discount.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like $800 to $1,000 a year just on that.
Absolutely.
And so they're proposing that now they're going to give you up to $140,000. Now, the Senate Bill number 4 is authorized by State Senator Paul Bennett. This legislation passed unanimously by the Texas Senate in February 2025. It aims to increase the exemption from 100, like I said, to 140, and then 150 for seniors or anyone with disabilities.
Wow.
That's going to be major.
I know.
That's going to be pretty big.
That's going to help a lot of citizens out there.
So if approved by the Texas House and subsequently by voters in November 2025, the measure would become a permanent part of the Texas Constitution.
All right, go Texas!
I love to live in Texas. We didn't bring our Texas hat today, but hooray for Texas!
I know, what a great, savings that we're all going to have. So
that's going to be major for savings.
Absolutely,
as well. Yeah.
yes.
So be on the lookout and
vote November
2025.
Yes.
Yeah.
And let's make it happen.
Yeah, I'm sure we will, which is awesome. It's exciting.
Yes,
because what's happening is that county values are going up more than we can sell our houses for. I was telling you earlier.
I know.
I go to listing appointments and my client's house will say like $400,000 by the county, right? That the county thinks your house is worth $400,000.
Right.
And I'm just thinking to myself, well, let's ask the county if they'll make you an offer.
Yeah.
Because your house is really worth $350,000, and the reason I know is because I've seen the recent sales in the market.
Yes.
So if you think your house is being appraised by more on the county, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. You want the county to think your house is worth less, so you pay taxes on less amount. Okay. We never use the county to price your home either.
Yeah,
so don't be scared.
We do market value on the home, and it
Market.
really depends on what
market.
the current market is trending, because it could be trending down and it could be trending up. So that's why you got to ask us the right questions, and we'll get them to you. Yeah.
And then ultimately, I know it's a little off topic, but the consumer decides the value of your home.
Absolutely.
So even if you put a bunch of upgrades and did all this stuff, you can still put it on the market at the price you think it's worth, but the consumer's deciding what the houses are worth right now.
Absolutely.
So, so I wanted to talk about that, and then I think we were going to share a little bit more information. We want to get this information right to you guys. So do you want to share the other thing that we were talking about?
Which part?
I think the 3 points, for the proposal. So the 3 points for the proposal.
The 3 points for the proposal?
Yeah.
So on point number 1, we are making this video today to introduce and advocate for a bill that directly impacts the economic stability and dignity of our homeowners. A proposal to amend the current homestead exemption and increase the exemption amount to 140.
Yeah.
Number 2 is background. So the homestead exemption exists to provide a basic level of protection for homeowners.
Yeah.
That's true, because homeowners, I'm sorry I had to interrupt this, but it feels like we're not protected anymore.
We're not protected.
Because if it keeps going up, then I mean, when does it end, right? When does it end?
And the protection that I am aware of is that year after year, it's like 10%. So if your values go up, they will not go up more than 10% if you have your homestead protection.
Yes.
So that should, even if it goes up 10%, is not going to kill you in your wallet.
Yes.
So that protection is big because they could do whatever they want. It could go up 30%, 40%, but at least you have that 10% cap, so that if it goes up, it's not going to price you out of your home.
Right.
And so the people that are being priced out of their home right now, my question is, do you have your homestead?
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
So this ensures that no matter what their circumstance, individuals and families are not easily displaced from their primary residence due to financial hardship, creditor action, or personal misfortune. Point number 3, however, the current exemption amount set years ago no longer reflects the reality of today's housing market.
Good point. Good point to stop right there too.
Yeah.
Because they have not updated anything. The county is like so backed up.
Yes,
they
absolutely.
really are.
Yes.
And that's another reason why we don't price your home according to the county, because they have old data. They have backed up data, like 2 years old.
Exactly, very old data. So home values have risen substantially across the state, and the cost of living has followed suit. What once offered a reasonable protection for modest homes now falls short in preventing foreclosure or forced sale in times of economic distress.
Gosh, that's a lot.
Yes.
That is a lot. And that's so true. when you buy your home, yes, you should plan for the county values to go up, but also it's displacing people.
Yes, absolutely.
So I think this is a way to fight that. And if this year you got notice that your taxes are going up by like, I don't know, $200 a month.
Okay.
Then if this bill passes, that's going to be retrieved.
Right.
Because you might be able to stay in your home.
Right. and you know what? Saving, let's say if the savings is $300 to a couple, I don't know. For seniors, it's going to be a lot more.
It's going to be a lot.
Can you imagine? They get to stay in their homes.
The savings.
Yeah, the savings. Just a little bit of savings. That's all we ask for.
Yeah. and also if you're not protesting your taxes, are you protesting?
Yes.
Okay. Either protest yourself or hire a company that's going to help you protest, please.
Yes.
I'm super passionate about this.
And it's so easy. If you don't have time to do it, just ask someone to do it. Yep.
Hire someone, and if they save you money, then you pay them. If they don't save you, then you don't pay. Right. So that's really important. I was at the county protesting my taxes. I had a hearing, and this lady walked up and she's like, "Oh, I didn't know I can apply for homestead. I've lived there for 20 years." And she's like, "But my realtor just told me that, like you said, the story. My realtor just told me that I can apply for homestead." And I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Yes.
She overpaid for 20 years.
That's crazy.
Now, the county, what I've heard is that they'll pay you back 2 years. So if you overpaid the last 2 years, they'll refund you, but not 20 years.
Yeah.
They're not going to refund you that much money. So anyway, please be on the lookout for this. $140,000 exception on homestead. And for those of you who have not purchased a home, this is a perfect time to buy.
Right? Absolutely.
You're coming in on like an opportunity to save on your taxes.
Right?
Yeah. And so you can apply right away. It used to be you would wait until January. Remember that?
Yes.
But now, as soon as you close, you can apply for homestead.
Just go ahead and do it. Get it over with.
So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for joining us again. Subscribe to our channel.
Yes, we hope you enjoyed today's educational video.
And have a good week.
Yes, have a great week. Bye-bye.
Bye.